I'm Tom Bowling and I'm here at Pioneer Imports and Wholesale. I've got a couple new things to share with you. The first are the containers that are referred to as Lincoln. And I like the fact that they're very architectural in look and feel with that brushed metallic look. And it's not so strong that it looks too shiny, but yet it's got some impact to it that gives it some life and light so it doesn't become dull and boring as well. So we want to share with you our newest collection here. Again, this is the Purple Persuasion, and you'll notice all the interest that we have going on with the deep amethyst that takes our eye really into a rich royal type of a feel. The sandalwood, which is sort of that in-between shade as well, and then paired that with the thistle, which is a lighter color. So when you put all of those together, as you can see some of the collections that I've done earlier, some of the stylings, it really does create a very dynamic impact. But I wanted to share real quick with you a couple ideas that we're going to use. Starting off with the mini ranunculus, which is kind of unusual in the fact that they're so small, but yet it works out so well. And then we're going to work with our beautiful cabbage roses, as you see here. One of my favorites. That deeper color. So I'm prepping a few of these flowers in advance, so that way when I create my styling, I'll know exactly how much to include in there. All right, I think we're good with the larkspur. I'm going to start off and anchor that right into the center, nice and deep in there, giving that a little bit of manipulation so it doesn't look so manufactured. And again, when we're working with permanent, a couple things. A, you can glue those in, dip them in your pan glue, insert them into the dry foam. And in this particular case, what I would suggest doing is filling the perimeter, the outside around the piece of floral foam with some probably pebbles or some kind of rock to give this some base weight. Because as we put it together, you know, the container being lighter, it's going to be, you know, when people pick it up, it's going to feel not quite as elegant as it looks. So keep that in mind as you're working, to be sure include physical weight into your compositions as well. All right, working with the cabbage roses here. And again, the coloration is already thought through for you. It's so easy to put this together. Bending the stem, dropping it over the edge, giving that look of floral abundance is what we're striving for here. Now this one I think really needs to go in deep and tight. So I'm going to cut that stem down. I don't need to bend the stem because the stem is so short. And I'm going to drive that deep into the composition. So it really does play an important part in giving you dimension in your work. Right, let's echo those placements. Now, if the stem is too long, once you get it in place, you can always go back in with your cutters and remove part of that stem. But again, by bending it, it creates physical tension when it opens up, so it holds that in place. It's kind of like a spring that opens up in there, and that's what we want. Now, the importance of the amethyst ranunculus is to bring that strong color down into the composition as well. So it's just not a color that's floating up on top. It really, again, works your eye all the way through the composition. So if I just left those up here, that's really all you would see. But the minute I add the amethyst down into the base of the floral styling, now it becomes an anchor color that's worked all the way through. All right, one last addition, and that's our mini ranunculus. I like these in the fact that I can dissect them. Gives me additional placements. So when I charge my customer, I'm charging them for a whole stem, but yet I'm giving them added value because it looks like more than actually what it is. All right, just a couple more little snips here. Gonna bring that color all the way through so you can get a glimpse of it on one side, but get the full impact when you turn it around. So it's a little bit more of a sophisticated way to design. Not everything's going to look alike, but this one gives you just a little variation there. All right, so the Lincoln containers, as we've done here, the smaller and then the larger, and then the beautiful collection with all the purple passion that you see put in there. Absolutely a great seller for the spring and summer of 2020.